the condo owners, we are here now.
You have 25 days until the bills come due.
That means that $250,000 that you need to come up with, the $21 million for the whole complex, that means all of the inspections, that means all of the reports, everything is coming due December 31st. If you would have saw my video 6 months ago to a year ago, even further than that, I have been preaching, do not buy condos. But we're here, and I need to explain to everyone that's watching this right now why this is happening, what is coming due, and what is the loss that is going to happen to individuals who own condos and individuals who want to buy condos. Because I've been getting those emails, individuals wanting to jump into the market, and they're asking me, Orlando, should I buy a condo before the year's end? Are you crazy?
You'll regret it, man. Trust me.
My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And also, I have a newsletter, and we know what we all say here. It's free. How can you beat free? You cannot beat free. Go ahead and click the link. And then, as always, if you need any type of financing, commercial or investment properties, I've been in Lynch for almost 20 years. I can assist you with that. That link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Guys, let's jump straight to it. This has been a horrible year for individuals in Florida, especially their housing market, especially condos. And we know what we say on this channel. Stay away from condos. It's the first thing to go up, and it's the first thing to go down. I have said this over and over and over, and for some odd reason, people tend to not believe me.
No way.
But now we're here, and everybody is throwing condos. You want to buy a condo, Orlando? You want to buy a condo? Do you know anyone who wants to buy a condo? Hey, I'll give you a discount. Do you want a condo?
Oh my God, like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
But if you go onto Zillow and you just take a look, the land of condos, there's so many of them. You want condo here, you want a condo by the lake, you want a condo in the inner city, you want a condo that's red, blue, yellow, purple, whatever you want, you have the option to get it. But there is a cost to that. And we're going to jump into that.
Lines are looming for hundreds of thousands of South Florida condominium owners, skyrocketing association fees, a result of the 2021 Surfside condominium collapse, are about to come due.
Now, before we dive deep into this, I just want to say this really quickly. What he's talking about, what's coming due, is December 31st, there was a law passed that said that inspections and reports and things have to be done, because remember the Surfside situation? It was the condo building that collapsed. And when that happened, that sent a domino effect to make sure that this would not happen again. So the law says basically that if the building is 30 years old, it needs to have some inspections done, and then it needs to be a plan to budget those fixes. And we have seen, I've done tons and tons and tons of videos explaining to individuals that this is going to spread, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. And what are we finding out? That December 31st is coming up, and guess what? Majority of these condos have not even done the inspection.
I beg your pardon?
They have not even done what the law has told them to do. So what is going to happen to those individuals? Well, it's not going to be good. Think of fines. Think of foreclosures. Think of individuals who are in this situation who will lose their homes.
This is not funny. It's not funny.
And based on what you will see here, the lawmakers seem to not even care. They seem to not even have any type of guidance as far as saying, let's give them an extension. Let's do this. Like, they do not care. Again, this is a situation where I say, these corporations aren't loyal. These politicians aren't loyal. You have to do what's best for you and your family. And this proves the point.
Countdown to compliance. Calvin and the lawmakers that we talked to, they are not budging. We are talking about condo building inspections, budgeting for maintenance and repairs into the future, all coming due next month, December 31st. This is something that here, then, at Champlain Tower South, they were not doing. New building underway cannot erase Champlain Tower South legacy.
And did you hear what the lady said? She said, countdown to compliance, and that the lawmakers aren't budging. Now, is that a surprise? Again, we've said this over and over again. These guys, you can't trust them. They're not loyal. They're not here for you. I know that you guys vote them in. I know that you think that they're buddies and maybe your kids play golf with them. I don't know. But a lot of you guys believe, for some reason, that these politicians, when you put them into office, that they will do the best thing for you. Now, how many of these condo owners said, I want this guy to represent us? And now you're finding out that he doesn't care about you? That he's saying, listen, we're not budging. The 31st, if you don't have $250,000, if you don't come up with $21 million, if you don't even have the HOA budget done, are the inspections done? You're gonna pay the cost.
I used to look up to you, man. How could you do this? How could you do this, bro?
You're gonna pay fines. You're gonna get levies. You're gonna get all types of things. You can even get, let me explain this to you guys. The property can be condemned.
What?
What does that mean to you as a condo owner? If your HOA does not do the compliance that they need to do for inspections and getting the maintenance done by the 31st, your property can be condemned.
It's an unfair game.
Your $500,000 home that you have a mortgage on, that you still will have to pay the mortgage on no matter what. No matter if they condemn it or not, you still have to pay your mortgage.
Wait, what?
You will not be able to get out of the mortgage. You still have to pay insurance. And then let's not even talk about where the insurance company is fleeing Florida, where they're leaving and pushing you back and forth from Citizens to another insurance company. And all of this is increasing in cost. And to a point to where you won't even be able to sell the property because it's uninsurable. That's right. The property will be uninsurable and you won't even be able to sell it. But listen, I'm just a guy on YouTube. I told people not to buy condos. An individual said, hey, listen, I love the weather. No state tax. Are you kidding me? Orlando, where are you gonna beat this at? No state tax. The weather is great. 24/7. No winters. How can you beat this, man? Listen, if that's what you want to do.
39 yeas, 0 nays, Madam President.
The new state laws to prevent another older condo collapse, enforcing inspections and the reserves to pay for maintenance one more month until those bills come due December 31st.
They're talking about it going to $1,200 a month.
We can't afford it. We're going to go broke.
No frantic pleas, not even a call by the governor.
We have to act this year.
Will speed any movement before the lawmaking session in March.
I know you're not believing Ron DeSantis telling you guys, a politician telling you, hey, we're gonna try our best to make it sure that you guys get released by the end of this year. He literally went up to those politicians, the other politicians, and said, listen guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell them that I'm gonna work to make this, get them some relief at the end of the year, but I really don't care. It's just a PR stunt. It's just to get me some positive vibes my way. This is election year and I can't mess it up. So we need these people to vote. That's what he said. I mean, let's just be honest. Are you trusting a guy that tried to get you into Citizens Insurance? An insurance company that he said himself is insolvent. You don't believe me? Here it is.
It is not solvent, and we can't have millions of people on that because if a storm hits, it's going to cause problems for the state.
Do you believe me yet?
This is the guy that you were betting on that by December 31st, he would come in and save you guys. And then you heard the homeowners. The homeowner said, we're going to go broke.
We can't afford it. We're going to go broke.
Did you hear the HOA is going to go up to $1,500?
$1,200 a month.
Now, what they're not including in is we're just going to name these off. Okay, you got an HOA fee that's gonna increase by who knows the dollar amount. Then you pay for insurance, that you privately have to get. Then you have a mortgage. Then you have taxes that are continuing to go up. And then you have property values that are dropping. You don't believe me? Go to Zillow. Go to any website that you can look at properties and you not tell me you don't see price cut,
6.5 hours later.
Price cut, and more price cuts.
It's not that we're not listening and it's not that we don't care, but we do have to understand it is not government's role to bail out private property owners that are in this position.
New State House leader Daniel Perez of Miami-Dade on This Week in South Florida. No reprieve on deadline, nor life safety requirements. A tough love take echoed across the aisle by Senate Minority Leader Jason Pizzo of Broward.
When our kids are born, we start saving for college. When there's a maintenance issue with our cars, we take care of it and we save for it. But for an entire generation, people did not put money away.
Did you hear that? These are the politicians that you guys voted for.
I voted.
Again, this is on both sides, it seems, right? Everybody is in agreement. We do not give out bailouts to private homeowners. We do not. We only give it to corporates. That's what they really want to say. We don't give it to private citizens. Are you kidding me? If you were a corporation, though, these are who you guys voted for. These are the individuals. These are the individuals that are telling you, we're going to be tough. This is for safety. Doesn't this sound familiar? Doesn't this sound familiar? Now, it sounds like what Pepsi did, what all these other corporations did. They're all on the same vibe. And that vibe is to take care of themselves and not take care of you.
Vibe check.
He's saying at the end of the day, you either come up with all of the money or else. What is or else? Or else foreclosure? Or else lien? Or else we're gonna shut down the entire building? It's gonna get condemned. It's a building that is not livable. But who is gonna win in that scenario? That's what I want you guys to think. Who wins and who loses? And I can tell you right now, it's not gonna be the condo owners. It's gonna be everyone else. Corporations, contractors, hedge funds. That's who's gonna win. These guys are gonna swoop in and take the property. And you're gonna be left on the hook.
This is America. Don't got you slipping on.
Yes, you will. You'll be left on the hook for the balance. They're gonna buy your condo for pennies on the dollar. And then they're gonna say, oh, you got $500,000 balance? We bought it for $100,000. You still owe $400,000. Huh? Mm-hmm. That's what's gonna happen. Then what is the choice of the homeowner? Pay the $400,000 in a home that you don't own, that's not even yours anymore? Or do you file bankruptcy? That's what a lot of people are gonna do. File bankruptcy. And I know what you're thinking. Orlando, at the end of the day, I don't know why these buildings have not filed and did what they were supposed to do by the 31st. Well, a lot of this comes down to, and sellers, listen, you won't like what I'm about to say, but it's the truth, is a lot of sellers and a lot of building owners or HOAs, they didn't want to get the inspection because they wanted to sell the properties to you guys. That's right. They wanted to sell it to you. Remember when I said, don't buy a condo, don't buy a condo. People call me and they say, Orlando, we got a condo. I wouldn't touch a condo with a 10-foot pole. I would not, never. Because here's the thing. A lot of these buildings that you're trying to buy in Florida, they haven't even had the inspection done. And they're waiting to hopefully sell the building and pawn it off to you before that happens.
It's an evil world we live in.
Yes, I said it. How are you going to put underneath a little description that says there needs to be $200,000 of repairs done to this unit that you have to come up with if you've never done the report? If you've never done, the report isn't due. So let's sell it before the 31st. And then now you have to come up with $200,000.
We got it.
Condo owners are all trying to beat December 31st. That is what they're trying to do. People, if you just go online right now, I promise you there will be no shortage of condos that you could buy right now. And they're all hoping that you will buy it.
The new laws written from the hindsight unearthed after Champlain Tower South buckled under the weight of decades of design flaws, damage, and deterioration, and the owners who for too long postponed charging themselves to address it all. On a horrifying overnight, June 24th, 2021, it became too late.
We're going to have that discussion. Where we end up, we don't know.
I love how he says, we don't know where we're going to end up. We don't know where we're going to land. You know, what's going to happen? It's up in the air. Let me just kind of give you guys a direct answer. Condo owners, you're going to lose. You're going to take a hit that you won't like. You're going to pay some type of fee. I don't care if it's insurance, another HOA fee, a loss in value, and also the special assessment. You're going to pay a price. You're gonna end up being the individual who loses on this. Everybody else is gonna win. Everyone is gonna win, and except you. You're not gonna win. You may stretch it out and say, listen, I'll start paying payments on the assessment, and maybe that's fine. Maybe that's something that you want. Maybe that's because you love Florida so much and you're so loyal to Florida that, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you right now, I'm being straight up with you. You are going to lose in this scenario. And this is the reason why I've been telling individuals who wanted to buy condos, and some of my viewers and subscribers know who you are. You've asked me and I said, stay away. Do not even get close to it unless you just want to burn money. If you want to burn money, then great. Let me just show you this quick example of how now everybody is jumping on board. If you would have been listening to the regular media, this is what you would have gotten. Why owning and buying a Florida condo has turned into a nightmare. What? You would have already bought a condo. You would have already been in the mix. Your realtor would have been telling you, hey man, put his hand on your shoulder and tell you, this is a steal. You stole the property from the guy, knowing dang well that you're gonna have a special assessment coming. Look, why owning and buying a Florida condo has turned into a nightmare. Really? Did it just turn into a nightmare, or has it been a nightmare? And I've been reporting on this. So again, guys, listen, at the end of the day, I hope you got value out of this content. And yes, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Yes, 2025 is gonna be rough. Guys, listen, I will keep you updated, but we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you to your first rental property. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.